Hey, Cold Grip here. So now you've decided to carry, you want to become comfortable with your gun, you want to become comfortable carrying with your gun, and use it in a responsible and safe manner. So what's next? Well, for me, what's next is some training, and just as important as some training is some practice. So how do you do that? Well, one way is to go down to the range and put your target up and just start shooting. And that's a good thing, and it's fun, and I do that a lot. I do believe with training with most anything, when you practice, you should practice with a purpose. I'm not the first one to say that, but initially you're going to go down and your purpose is just going to be to try to be on target and to try to be more accurate. That will lead you to working on other things like your grip and your stance, and also you're utilizing your sights and focusing on the front sight and pressing the trigger properly. Trigger control, the more you get into it, becomes incredibly important. But if you've decided to use your weapon for self-defense, you soon realize that you're not likely to be attacked by many bullseye targets. And when you're attacked by clown zombies, there's likely to be more than one of them. They're going to be moving, and you're not going to be able to stand at the end of the range, calmly line up your sights, take your time, make sure your stance is correct, and fire until you make sure you've hit the target. If you happen to be lucky enough to live out in the country on a farm somewhere and you have a safe area with proper backstop that you can go out and practice, there are lots of drills that you can utilize to practice movement, but then you're still only getting one part of the equation. I live in an urban environment, so I'm not even able to at least even take care of that one part of the equation. So I was discussing this with some of the folks at my local gun shop. One of them said, "Gee, have you ever tried IDPA?" At that point in time, I was not familiar with IDPA, and he sent me down to a local club where they held matches. What I found was not only a great group of people that shared a common interest in guns, but people that I could talk with, learn from, a lot of law enforcement, current and former military folks, and a place where you can shoot on the move. Scenarios are set up often from real life situations in which you get to move side to side, front to back. Targets move. They're good guys and bad guys. You can't hit the good guys. You have to take care of the bad guys. You're practice carrying something in your offhand, shooting with your weak hand, shooting only with your strong hand, backing up, shooting around cover, utilizing cover, shooting in a safe manner, having to reload both in a tactical sense or as an emergency reload. This is great practice for real-life situations because you're not only under a time pressure, but a pressure to perform well. You can't duplicate the mental and physiological stress that you undergo during a real life and death situation. I'm convinced that this will make you better prepared for it when it does happen. Just like football players who practice pass routes and blocking assignments, does that ever take the place of real game experience? Of course not, but it certainly makes you better prepared. It also highlights those areas that I need to work on so that when I do go to the range to shoot clown zombies, I do have a specific goal in mind, some specific skill that I want to work on. So I would encourage you to find a local match in your area, join IDPA, and have some fun. It's great practice. You'll love it.